starts the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the USC Trojans offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball comes to rest right there. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Fires one high and deep. Sends it down the right side. It's a game of first down.
Yeah, just throw it up. I mean, just throw it up at this point. Like, oh, double, triple covered, okay. Oh, well, we're just gonna catch it over everybody.
When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They try to pop a run on the draw. This junior making his presence felt in making the stop after a short gain. The Cornhuskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grant near the marker. It's Key. Brings a tackle, and he's got room. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Hides the back and leaves it.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Listen to this crowd just shaking the gunners of this place, trying to help their defense. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the 1st down. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now on the option. Running to Green. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they are not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive.
Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year. You never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Back to pass on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Key. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Key. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for space. It's Gray. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. Change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great defenses.
They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point lead.
And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll pull it down and run. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And the Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Open space at the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Coming out with it, it's Boston. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Using his legs. It's King. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's King. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field.
And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 and...
Touchdown, Trojans! Great job by the back on the option.
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get our defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Grab near the sticks. It's Keene. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Can't believe what I watched.
And the Huskers will call on their punt team. Makes the catch. One way to move upfield. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back gets the give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. There he goes.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Still on his feet at the 45. Pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Really nice nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden,
he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cornhuskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. they'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Let's go! To the ground with the back. Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. The option look. He'll pitch it. Oh, what a move. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Back to the ground game on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books.